sound stripe.
Hey everybody, today we're going to do some work on a Ford 907 Flail mower. Let's go check it out. All right, she's been sitting here for, let's call it a year or so. I only use it temporarily because I normally use a finish mower on the pasture. But in this case here, they call this a flail mower. Some may see it online as a stalk cutter. And it's very useful for, say, high brush, but it's not as durable as a brush hog is. All right, so I'm going to pull her out, clean her up, hose it down, and we'll take a closer look at it. All right, with it all washed up, let's take a look at it and see how it actually works. So a flail mower works off a PTO, or power takeoff, off of the tractor. This will turn around when I engage it, which will then generate the gearbox to this, say, axle or spindle here. And that spindle then engages this belt. There's a pulley system with the belt that then engages the actual cutting tines down below. We'll take a look at those. All right, underneath you can see these cutting blades. There's a series of them, 1, 2, 3, I think there's 4 different rows of these, that when this is spinning around, this is actually cutting the grass or whatever you have that you're cutting. To sharpen these, you could do a couple things. What I've done is with an angle grinder, I'd come down, I'd hold it with one hand, and with the angle grinder, then I would hit the tips of where the real cutting edge is across the board. And then this you can turn manually. And in the very back, we have this roller here, which is really just, in effect, it helps roll across the ground. Doesn't really do anything other than just make sure that those cutting edges are not digging into the ground. Replacing these cutting edges is a little bit of magic you have to do. If you take a look up top here, where each of the cut, there's a rod that runs the whole extension. What you have to do is tap that rod out, and as you're tapping it out, each one of these will fall down. The way you get to that rod to tap it out is actually on the outside here. You have this little kind of peek hole that as you turn it right inside there, as each rod comes, you take an awl or another rod and you start tapping it out, and it comes out on the other side. It really is a two-person job. I've done it by myself. It's a little bit of a bear, but that's how you would do it. So let's start her up. I'll engage the PTO. I'll put the camera underneath so you can see that the cutters spin. All right, everybody, that's the Ford Flail mower. Thanks for tuning in.